Welcome to the Elon Rich Podcast. This is your boy Elon Rich. I'm joined here by some of my comedian friends, Grant Jones.
What up?
Khamandi, AP World Johnson.
How you guys doing?
And today we're going to start off talking about bombing.
Yeah.
Bombing on stage. Ooh, it happens to all of us, sadly. I don't know any comedian that has always hit every stride and every time they were on stage. Never.
That's a lie. Yeah, I've excelled every time.
No,
I'm just telling you stuff.
Says the one who
What's that shit you called tonight, bro?
What was it?
Ugly man has jokes. No,
What's the thing?
bombing is serious. It happens. It really does. You know.
I remember that time you asked, what's his name? Spank. He's like, hey, what you do when you ain't funny? When you feel like you ain't gonna be funny? I was like, he's like, no, man, you ain't gonna do that's not gonna happen. You can't think that. You can't think that, man.
Come on, you be having psychological like meltdown. Like, what happens when you ain't funny, man? What are you supposed to do in there? Like, what, nigga?
I just be wanting to know, like, because I've never been that funny. So if I'm funny, it's like,
Mr. Horton, are you? Do you ever get nervous?
I'm a pretty funny guy. It happens, you know. I don't bomb a lot, but no, when you bomb, it like you learn something from it.
You do.
Know? You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to bomb and have people stab you and then still keep going.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a time where, for some reason, either you're off or the audience is like just not feeling you. That happened a lot when we used to do, remember we used to do the shows at Dr. McKay's?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well,
bar shows.
Speak for yourself, nigga. I do great at bar shows.
The two bars that you've done the show.
I'm drinking, they drinking. It's a great time.
Oh, sometimes bar, you should have been at Winners. If you were like fifth, this past week we did a show at Winners Lounge.
That's the show I put together. I would have hosted it, motherfucker.
But you went to
Africa?
Yeah, I
she
went
was
to
in
Africa.
jail.
Why you telling people I went to jail, fam? We supposed to be talking about bombing. You want to get all of my personal life.
Yeah, you were bombing in jail, nigga. And they call you open mic or something?
No, nigga.
But yeah, it's bar shows are always for some reason harder than any other show. Why do you think that is harder, Grant?
Bombing?
No, why do you always think that bar shows are harder than
I mean, if you think about it, when you go to a bar, you're not necessarily there for like comedy, you know? Like you have drinks, you have games on, you have like events and stuff. So it's very hard to like get everyone's attention just to focus on you, rather than going to like a comedy show where everyone is there for comedy. Like they want to like laugh, you know? So I think it's just like knowing your audience really and knowing what they're there for.
Well, these two niggas can speak for themselves. I've had awesome experiences at bars. You just gotta be funny.
You should tell us an example of like your best experience of not bombing at a bar.
My best experience.
Yes.
Bombing at a bar.
Like, what's the best show you ever done at a bar? Do you remember?
At a bar? It'd be in Champaign at the Clark Bar. Live people. They came to have fun. They had drinks in their hand. So it was a good environment for me. All I had to do was do one job. Tell my jokes. Bam. Hope they land. Bam. And they laugh. And, you know.
See that place seems to have like it's actually set up for comedy.
Yeah.
I'm talking there are bar shows I've done where I don't think there's even tables set up. There's just bar seats and there's tables where people can eat and stuff, but there's no table set up like a comedy show, like some circle tables and stuff like that, like how you see at the jukebox.
Yeah.
Only show I ever really bombed at a bar. Well, not really even bomb, but the Jazz up front.
Oh
that
yeah,
place
Jazz
is like a stale place. Like, come on, it was old white people there, and they all had glasses of water. How the fuck you come to a comedy show at a bar and only drink glasses of water? Bitch, drink, you old motherfucker. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. And laugh at my jokes, bitch.
Why ain't you laughing?
Right.
Why you sitting over there with your water?
As soon as I said I ain't like my dad, them old people was like, oh, why would they say such a thing? Like, because I don't fucking like them.
What do you mean you don't like Trump?
Crazy.
Yeah,
but bar shows, I mean, like I said, bar shows, I guess they vary. Because, like, you can go to the Blind Pig in Champaign as well, and that was a great place to perform. I always killed it in that place. And I went to Urbana at the Iron Post. I always killed it there.
I feel like it's more so the way you tell it, because there's certain audiences where it works for them, but then you have to not necessarily like change your material, but you have to like know your audience a little bit. So if you have like a joke that really kills every time, but it's old folks, you really can't use like the lingo. You kind of have to dumb it down in a way.
You definitely got to know your audience. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like
I think with white people, you have like a nigga countdown. Where like you can start like you start off that 1 nigga, 2 nigga, 3 nigga. We uncomfortable.
Right.
He keeps saying
and
nigga.
See, that's why I like
can we
performing
laugh?
with you guys, because y'all like one of them when y'all get on stage, and then I like come like at the end, or like when y'all
Damn.
it's like straight nigga on stage, like just a straight nigga. I'm not even like white people. Like I'm the total opposite. I'm everything that they think black people are.
I think I get.
I'm on child support. I got 2 baby mamas. Like, it's shit real in my life.
It is true. I am AP
shit is
world.
real. So I just got out of jail. Did 10 days. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's like when it comes to me, they get the asshole. I think for me, like I'm just this asshole comedian. Oh, he doesn't like showering with his girlfriend. The water is too hot.
And I talk about shit that motherfuckers wouldn't talk about, like niggas with heart attacks. And nigga got asthma. I don't like them type of niggas. Nigga who got fucking, what's the shit you got to poke in your finger every day?
Yeah.
Diabetic ass niggas. Yeah, I'm like weird like that, but But like you said, going back to bombing though, like you learn something every time. I went on stage where niggas was just looking at me. And I was like, so y'all just gonna look at me.
Yeah.
And I quit. I hopped off stage. At that point, I thought I was done doing comedy. I called my homie. I was crying and shit. I'm like, look, I just fucking did.
You a bitch.
Terrible on stage. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit no more, son. This ain't for me. I'm not finna get on stage and they not finna be laughing at me and shit. I'll be looking like an ass, like a goofy ass nigga. Fuck that, son.
I swear, every time after Dr. McKay's, I'd be like, you know what, man? I don't know if I'm cut out for this, man.
Yeah.
Dad, why they ain't laugh at me, Dad?
But that's the thing, though. Like, you have to, like, when you're on stage, it's not going your way. It's very important to stay on the stage. And go through
and I was a bitch when I noticed I was bombing. Nigga, I hopped off stage immediately.
That's my time.
I was like, I appreciate y'all having me out here, please.
I used to do the same thing.
I was only like 30 seconds into my set.
And I'd see Grant like recover, and I'm like,
that's how you learn to recover.
How did you do that? And then I started to learn more and more. I'm like, you know what? Keep going on. That joke didn't land. Go to the next one.
That's how Richard Pryor used to do it. Like, they said he used to bomb, not on purpose, but like he would kind of like, just say whatever was on his mind, and he would work it through. He would work it out, and eventually he would get the audience back on their side.
Hold on, real quick. I know we're talking about something serious, but I got a fart.
I'll cut that out.
No,
That's
keep it in there. Keep it in there.
If that made it on there, that's hilarious.
I'm trying to tell you, if you don't leave that on there, we're not gonna get famous.
It's the fact
Yeah, you gotta leave the fart on there.
Fart sound like a machine gun.
Back on top.
Gun fart.
Ooh,
Sound like you just shot up a school with that fart.
Ooh, wait, that shit still smell like jail food.
That's a Columbine fart.
I'm about to grab an air.
Dude got on stage, did look like he was on some Columbine shit, and I was finna say it, but I got into jail.
I'm gonna have him on here one day, but he does look like he should. You say the wrong thing to him, and it's like
you know what?
Jimmy!
I'm gonna fucking kill everybody in the school right now.
I'm getting rid of all of you.
Alright, what else you ugly motherfuckers want to talk about?
Let's talk about like the first time you got on stage. Like, what were you feeling? Like, how, like, was the setting? Like, do you remember, if you remembered all your jokes, which ones did you fuck up, like, both, that kind of experience?
You can go first.
I'll go first. My first time was at Dr. McKay's, and one night, I don't know what was going on.
Elon Rich's first time. Go ahead, my bad.
Thanks, Khamandi. Elon Rich's first time was, I was at Dr. McKay's, and it was me, Grant, I want to say maybe EJ, maybe been there.
Yeah.
And I had been drinking, and for some reason, one night, like either months before or a few weeks before, I just happened to be laying in my bed, and I made a routine. Cause I was like, I love comedy. I was doing it. I was like, if I ever got on stage, I would do this. So Grant tells me he signed me up, and I'm drunk. And I'm like, no. He was like, well, I do actually have a set. And he's like, really? I'll sign you up. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, Grant just brought me in, and I was then on. It was a few people there that like told me, they were like, that was your first time? Wow, that was pretty good. I was like, oh, thank you. Kept going on. And I now look at my jokes that I was telling back then. I'm like, oh, those are shit. Now, like, I don't even know.
There's a lot of great first timers tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah,
for real.
That was good.
Yeah.
What about your first time, Khamandi?
Man.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember my first time. It was playing. It was playing, you know, it was an open mic at ISU. And it was like, you know, it wasn't even a comedy show. It was, you know. My friends have been bugging me about doing comedy, and I'm like, I'm not finna get on stage. Like, okay, so my experience was this, right? So we get there. I'm drunk as fuck. We was drinking Hennessy all night because I'm like, I can't believe I'm finna do this right now. Like,
Black people.
You know what I'm saying? So I had my set and my phone, all of that. And then, you know, everybody going down, getting closer and closer for me to just finally get up there and do my thing. So I called my uncle. I'm like, I'm gonna get on stage for the first time. Like, I can't sit down.
I'm gonna shit myself.
For one, I'm drunk. For two, my anxiety is off the chain right now. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like my friends sent me off. I feel like my friends told me I was funny, so I get up here on stage and fuck up. And they was go get back to the crib like, yo, dumbass thought you was funny as hell. Ah! Stupid ass nigga, you should have got your ass up there. We was lying. So that's why I was thinking in my mind. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just make the joke on them. And I'm going to go home right now. And I hit a lot of people that'll see me that night. So it was at ISU, was the open mic. I brought a lot of people with me. And they already had like over 100 people in the place. So right now I'm like shitting bricks. Song come on. I even deleted my whole set. I had it in my phone. My first ever set that I ever wrote, had it in my phone, and deleted that motherfucker. I was so drunk. I was like, at one moment I looked at it, then I looked away, then I looked back. Everything was just blank. So I'm like, now I have no material.
Dang.
Music come on. They was playing the Millie Rock. I started doing the Millie Rock and shit. You know, getting in my glow. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I just let it roll. So like, my first time was. It was funny as fuck. I didn't bomb to my third show. Because I did a couple comedy with you guys.
Yeah.
At the Coffee House.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was my first time linking up with y'all doing comedy. And that was the second show I ever did.
Yeah.
So, you know, then when I got to Chicago and did that, I tried to hop in there too fast. You know what I'm saying? I got too thirsty. I'm like, you know what? I'm already awesome. Fuck it. I'm just going to get on one of the world's greatest stages and show them that I'm awesome.
Chicago tonight, New York tomorrow.
Boy, and
the
fucking
world.
bomb. But it's crazy because, like, I bombed at that show at the Laugh Factory. But then the next day I did a show close to downtown and fucking killed it.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's weird like that, man. You can go in one place and kill with the same jokes and then go into another place with the same jokes and they don't even laugh at you. It be like that sometimes, but that's just part of growing as a comedian. You gotta keep going.
Grant, what about your first time in the prehistoric days of comedy? You've been doing it longer than most of us.
I was saying, how long you been doing it? Like 7 years, you ain't famous yet?
Yeah, yes, it takes a lot more than 7 years.
You know what you like Dave Yates Jr.
Oh, wow. Funny you say Dave Yates.
Leave that in there.
It's funny you said Dave Yates because he was the guy that opened for me on my first time doing it. So he's the guy that said Grant Jones. Yeah, so it was at 11 Bar in downtown Bloomington. The first time I went up, I told the joke about my first joke, and I said everything, right? The comic before me, he said something that went over very well. He's like, that's my name, whatever. And then so I tried to incorporate it in my set, and I just fucked up the whole thing. So I was just like, yeah, my name's Grant, by the way. And then I was like, that's not it. But I kept on going. And so the joke could have been funnier, so I ruined the punchline. And then so I was just like, oh man, that's gonna suck. But I kept on going. Then I did my first Bill Cosby and people started dying laughing. And that's when I was like, okay, keep on going.
I like the Bill Cosby bit.
Yeah. Bill Cosby was funny.
That shit is funny.
Give me Bill Cosby.
Yes,
that'll win the competition.
I hope you ain't really out here just Bill Cosby and bitches though.
Nah.
Dangerous. Just do the impression.
Let's just say the bullying is quite.
You don't want to scare him.
Wake up the next morning, man. Grant
the white bitches everywhere be like, I don't think we should go back to that show. He does too many Bill Cosby impressions. Last time I checked, he raped 50 something people.
I was Stevie Wonder on him.
Oh, child.
I was like, stop, don't.
No, that shit is funny though.
It's unfortunate that Bill Cosby like was trying to get NBC, but like NBC stands for No Bill Cosby. So I was like, that's really messed up. But
and that, my friend, is the corniest joke you'll ever hear in your life.
It's one of the best ones. They were after him.
Or Bill.
Yeah, before Bill.
It all started with Hannibal Buress because Hannibal Buress told that joke.
He said Bill Cosby a fucking rapist. I remember that shit.
It was just like that was random, but like he just brought that shit back to life.
Man.
Like dang, but yeah.
Too bad he didn't get $25 million on his way out.
Right.
Contrast to what all you niggas believe on this podcast, at the end of the day, Khamandi AP World Johnson is the funniest nigga in Bloomington.
I'm gonna have to turn up the volume on that because you're not kidding anymore.
I'm gonna say Grant is the funniest in normal. Lante, where are you from?
Grant is the funniest lookingest.
Ooh, boy.
Boy. And Elante, he just looked like a nigga that grew up around white people.
So Alante, I want to know. Talk
I'm
about.
fucking with y'all. We all funny as fuck, man. This is what we do. We do comedy.
Alante, talk
Sometimes
about.
I can flame these niggas. Fuck what this nigga Grant talking about.
This is why we can't have him on podcast.
AP's first and last podcast. Very true.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, after this podcast, your viewers and your however this shit go, when they listen to this motherfucker, they gonna be like, hey, that nigga need to be back on your podcast tomorrow.
I told Khamandi we gonna go do a podcast. He like, all right, we gonna podcast. Like you can like podcast in the back of the classroom.
Whatever the fuck, as long as my voice can be heard. As long as my voice can be heard.
Khamandi getting ready, making himself look pretty for a podcast.
I'm very smart.
All right, what was you gonna say, Grant?
I was gonna say, first off, fuck you, AP, for cutting me off like 3 times.
Fuck them shoes you got on.
Damn, nigga, it's a podcast. I ain't gonna see my fucking shit.
If y'all can see these shoes, well, y'all would be dead right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Everybody would hit the floor. The whole audience would be like,
they're the first DCs that ever came out. Anyway,
them the first biscuits that ever came out the oven.
Damn.
I go ahead, Grant.
Anyway,
we'll have roast podcasts.
All right, no, but what I was saying is, so talk about you being an actor though, like, cause you already have like the confidence, you already like being on stage and stuff. How did you feel like being an actor, like trying to be funny, like not trying to, but like you're acting like you're being funny. Like, how do you separate that?
I get you. It's for me, it was definitely a boost. Like it was a really nice advantage, I guess you could say, to have because getting on stage, it was never really. I get nervous regardless. Any show. Anytime I get on stage, like, it's never a time that I get on stage where I'm, like, for some reason not nervous. I don't know why. I just always feel nervous. And then as soon as I'm up there, I'm not nervous anymore. It's like, like I am loving the fucking attention. Yeah. I love all those people looking at me. And that's what I liked about plays. And it's also helped my comedic timing with plays because I did a play about a year ago or so, and it was Clybourne Park, and I played 2 characters, and
you played George.
Yeah, that was Intimate Apparel.
Damn, look at me trying to be like I was at your show, nigga. You played George, right? Nah, I played Lenny, bro.
and it was for me like every night, like since I've been doing comedy, every night that I did a joke, every joke that I told hit like perfectly every single night. And I was like, you know what? I need to be doing this even more. And I had to take a long break from comedy at that time.
Yeah.
This nigga gay. Keep going.
Come on, AP World's playing footsies with me over here, so.
See, that's the gay ass shit. You cut that shit out.
He went to jail. Come on, he's never been the same after coming back from jail, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Go ahead, continue.
That's why this nigga not funny. See, that's all you gotta do is tell a comedian they not funny. He's gonna break it down. He'll start crying to me.
It's like telling a woman you can't have kids.
Oh, what's the point? You know, like, damn. It's really fucked. Anyway, back. We're getting off track. Go ahead.
For me, it was just, it felt really good it was a really good advantage to be able to say, you know what, I'm able to do this already. But then I got a really quick, like, wake up call when I bombed. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got good stage presence. I'm confident, but I'm not always gonna be funny. I see.
Yeah. It's
one of those. If all dust fails, all you gotta do is look at the crowd, and they gonna start laughing because you funny looking.
Thanks, Khamandi.
Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Can't wait till Khamandi has like a boy and he like starts giving him parent like advice and stuff. Son, you're not always gonna be like the most wanted and like down, but like just know you did your shit, man. Like you cool.
He like, son, you ugly as hell.
Look just like your father.
Son, your head big as hell. Until you fit out the coochie.
Two little
you couldn't even fit out the coochie.
You got big ass just like your dad.
Khamandi Jr. Holy shit.
Just make sure you don't get you a girl with 15 kids.
Oh,
it's terrible.
God.
I'm fucking with you.
We had the C-section that head.
Because then you gotta watch babies. You can't go to your own shows. It's terrible, son. Look at your dad. He's suffering. That's why he's not famous. And I am.
I can picture AP telling his like son, be like, son, life ain't no joke. You ain't as funny as me. You ain't never gonna be as funny as the real AP Johnson, you know? Like, you need to be like reading some books or some shit, nigga. Like you gotta be a doctor. Like, you ain't funny.
I thought you was a wrestler. What happened with that? What happened with that gig, fam? No, it didn't work out. So you ain't a wrestler because why? Why you too small? Oh. That's fucked up.
That's
you gotta figure something out. Comedy ain't gonna
I'm gonna tell you something my father always told me.
Life ain't no joke, nigga. Nowadays, I was hanging out with him the other day. That nigga, now everything he just say, he don't care what you doing, what's going on. All he says is, "Nigga, roll up." That's all he say. Nigga, I tried to have a serious conversation with my dad, let him know how I feel like, nigga. I felt like you ain't been there for me. I'm doing comedy now. You laugh at me and tell me you ain't got time to be laughing. Like, what's up with that shit? And that nigga looked at me and was like, roll that weed up, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like,
damn.
This nigga really ain't shit.
Oh,
I rolled the weed up, though.
That's my boy.
And that shit ain't even a joke. That really happened.
Really?
That's why I be trying to. Anytime I tell a joke on stage, listen, y'all. Anytime I try to tell a joke on stage about my dad, it really happened. No bullshit.
He like, Dad, you want to get a drink? Roll up. We like, Dad, I'm just getting you some. I'm just getting you Hawaiian punch. Roll up.
My grandma just died. I'm trying to go to the funeral. Nigga, roll up first.
At first, I thought you was talking about like drive up.
Right.
Like you trying to get some protein, then roll up.
See, that's how you know he white.
Oh, damn.
See, immediately you knew I was talking about weed, but he was like, well, maybe he mean roll up in the car.
What white person? What white person?
See, you see what I'm saying? He was supposed to be in a straight nigga mode with me with that conversation.
Damn.
You gotta learn how to balance the two, man. You're not gonna always be around white people. You can be a nigga around me.
Did you grow up in Bloomington or Chicago?
Hell no, I ain't grew up in no damn Bloomington. I grew up in Chicago, motherfucker.
You grew up in Chicago for how long?
What you mean for how long?
Like how long in your life were you in Chicago?
I've been in Chicago.
He's still thinking in Chicago, bro. He just brings Chicago to Bloomington, that's all.
Bring no damn Chicago to Bloomington.
They tried. I saw you
say that. I've been in Chicago since I was like 16, nigga.
Since you were 16 or like before 16?
What you mean?
Like you've been in Chicago since you were born to age 16, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've been in Chicago since I was 16. Nigga, I came out of high school.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did my freshman year of high school and my sophomore.
He's not like an NBA player. Came out of high school.
I got kicked out of Bloomington High School, moved back to Chicago,
Damn.
Finished up my junior year, and then came back. No, finished up my junior year.
Your GED?
Yeah, I got my diploma, motherfucker. I'm smart. I was just an asshole in school. And turn this shit off. Is this shit still on?
It's still on.
Y'all wanted to keep going. I didn't know y'all wanted to stop it.
You can't cut. We got all of my personal life. You can't cut some of that shit out.
I can.
We can. Don't worry.
Well, I'll just say
thank you all. We'll be right back.
Oh,
that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say.
I'll say thank you all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've been out here for a little while. Though.
All right.
I graduated from Bloomington.
Do you want me to close this out? I can close this out.
Close the fuck out then.
You wait for you to shut the fuck up.
Literally.
It's not gonna happen.
Damn it.
Thank you all for listening to the
Fuck what he
Elon
talking
Rich.
about.
I will never have Khamandi on here ever.
Like I said,
He better have me on this motherfucker.
First and
Listen,
last.
listen. I know how it is, y'all. Listen, y'all just
You
comment and tell them, like, look, we're not gonna watch your podcast anymore unless you put Khamandi.
You can follow me, Grant Jones, on YouTube and Instagram at GJ Comedy. Follow me on my Facebook page, Grant Jones. It's my fan page. On Twitter, it's Grant J Comedy. And yeah, follow me.
It's your boy Khamandi AP World. Follow me on Facebook, Khamandi AP World Johnson. Instagram AP World _Johnson. I'm funny, bitch.